Could you talk about your journey to picking Florida State in the recruiting process and what attracted you to FSU?
Yeah, for sure. My recruiting process was a little different. It was a little shorter than others, but I had these other like smaller schools talking to me, and then Florida State picked up the phone and started talking to them a lot. Started taking a couple visits here, being here on the weekends and stuff like that. That's what really made me come here. Like the environment here, I really enjoyed being here on the weekends, and like it felt like a second home to me. So that's why Florida State was a place for me.
Brendan?
Hey, Jayden, you had mentioned that Florida State had recruited you for a bit. You'd obviously been on campus multiple times. When they officially offered you and you knew it was a chance to come here, can you walk us through that moment, how it was presented to you, and I guess what's going through your mind then?
Yeah, for sure. Well, when I first took a couple of visits here, I knew it felt like home, so, I mean, it was definitely a place I wanted to be. So when the offer came, it didn't take me very long to commit because I knew Florida State was where I wanted to end up at. So.
Coach Atkins is someone that's always blunt. He's going to tell you what you need to work on, what you need to get better at. How is that? What's that been like working with him so far, and what's your relationship like with Coach Atkins?
I feel like we have a good relationship, and it's definitely going to develop into an even better relationship. But that was another reason that Florida State was a great place to come, because I like to be coached like that, and he's going to tell you how it is. And I feel like that's a great way for a player to get better, whenever a coach is straight up and tells you what you need to work on. That's why I enjoyed coming to play for Coach Atkins.
Yeah.
Hey, Jayden, can you just talk about your relationship with some of the other early enrollees and who you're closest with out of the freshman class?
Yeah, for sure. My roommate, Ty Hilton, is probably the closest one. I'm probably one of the closest freshmen. Outside of that, though, I mean, me and BJ are real close, both coming from Georgia, and Landon Thomas, of course, all came from Georgia. So we're all close, and then Luke and Cam Davis. I mean, we all just enjoy hanging out, having a good time, playing the game, different things like that.
A lot of recruits, make the comments that Coach Atkins will tell them what they're not good at during the recruiting process. Was that your experience, and what were some of the things? Why did that appeal to you as a coach?
No doubt, it's definitely a different approach from any of the other recruiters, but that he definitely made him stand out, made Florida State stand out. I enjoyed that because he'll also tell you things that he liked in your performance.
Offensive line's obviously not a position a lot of guys play as freshmen. But so what was the reason? Why did you guys want to get in for the first semester, early enrollee, and kind of get a head start on things?
Well, I mean, definitely, it definitely gave me a head start and an advantage to getting here, learn the plays, learn the offense, things like that. Get under the wing of some of these older guys, and really just take what they have to offer.
Have they talked to you about whether it'll be a guard, a tackle? I guess where you start off kind of training in your career?
Well, right now I've been starting to work at guard, even though I played tackle in high school. But right now I'm starting to learn the plays as a guard right now. So probably I'll start off as guard.
Who's been an older offensive lineman you kind of started talking to and trying to learn from that's just been here for a while, they're trying to learn from over here?
Like Maurice Smith was a big guy. I mean, Keandre Jones is going to help me out, learning that guard position and things like that. And then Rob Scott was always a guy I've looked up to.
Jayden, you talked about those early offers from smaller schools. I'm sure you had a lot of confidence in yourself and where you could be at. What was kind of what did you have to tell yourself to remain confident, and what was that feeling like when a school like Florida State finally came knocking?
Well, it was definitely just pursuing. I just told myself that I have to keep pursuing, keep pushing, and going to these different schools and going to these different camps and things like that. And then I did that, and when I came to Florida State, I just kept coming back.
Well, I read in your bio that you only played a couple seasons of high school football, and I apologize for not knowing your whole story, but why was that, and how far have you come in that time?
Oh, I've definitely came a long ways. I mean, I think I played 10 games my junior year and 5 or 6 my senior year after getting hurt. But I played my freshman year, had an injury, didn't finish out that year, didn't play my sophomore year, and then I was like, I'll give it one more chance my junior year, and I kind of just really fell in love with the sport then.
Go back to Jordan.
Jayden, can you talk about your physical goals and what tour of duty has been like for you?
Yeah, most definitely. I want to get my weight down a little bit for sure, so I can move a little bit better. And tour duty is definitely one of the more challenging things I've ever done, but I enjoy it. Enjoy working, getting to know some of these guys, seeing how they work. He's going to push you. Like, everyone needs to be pushed like that.
You mentioned injury. What was your injury in the freshman year, if you don't mind sharing? And then what made you fall in love with football again in your junior year? Like, what about it?
Yeah. My freshman year, I fractured my tibia in my right leg, so that put me out for the season. And then my junior year, coming back to the sport, like, I really fell in love with, like, the physical aspect of things and, like, just the team bond that we had, and, like, that's what made me stay at it, to be honest.
And what was your baseball career like? What position did you play, and how long did you play baseball?
Oh, most definitely. I've played baseball my entire life from when I could pick up a bat or a ball. So I mean, it was definitely it definitely won't be easy leaving that sport. So I mean, but I played travel ball, things like that my whole life. So always played baseball my entire life. So I played first, yes sir.
You know, with the limited games that you were able to play, Jayden, you talked about coming to camps. I mean, how much pressure did you kind of put on yourself when those camps came around to perform at your best? And what did you learn about yourself, I guess, going up against other prospects that give you a level of confidence?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I felt as though I didn't have much film provided, so I definitely felt as I had to provide, like, do really good at these camps and things like that. So it was definitely a little bit of pressure, but once you get here and, you know, you start working, you know, the pressure relieves off of you and, you know, you can just really go out there and work and be yourself. But I feel like I matched up pretty good, you know.
Was there anybody you went up against that was like a big name that gave you confidence that you held your own against?
There were some people at the, I think it was the Seminoles showcase camp, but I don't remember any specific names, no.
Man, I think it's the first time I haven't seen you wearing a Braves jersey. What kind of, just in general, are you most excited for in being here?
I'm excited to get to work, to be honest. Like, I'm excited to get under these guys' wings and, you know, learn from these older guys and their experience and, you know, just go to work.
Anything else from Jayden? All right, thank you.
Appreciate you guys.